What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Well, after a absolute dominant performance against Texas, we know for sure South Carolina still owns the SEC, and Texas got a humbling welcome to the league, because this is not the Big 12 by any means. South Carolina came out and punched them in the mouth in the first quarter, completely dominated this game. Texas fought, they clawed, they made it respectable. But this was a blowout. This was a good old-fashioned butt whooping. And the job, shout out to Breezy Hall, that she did on Madison Booker, who played her worst game, the superstar small forward, the superstar wing, I should say, had her worst game in a Texas uniform. I mean, they had her locked in hell, y'all. What a defensive performance. Offensively, they shot the ball well. Sanaya Fagan is an absolute pro. Those are just some of my initial takeaways after watching this game, man. Joyce Edwards was great. Raven Johnson, you got to hit some of the mid-rangers. But other than that, she looked good. Like, this was a good team effort, man. And I think what has prepared them more than anything is the strength of schedule. The Gamecocks have played the toughest schedule in the NCAA, and they've even talked about it. This schedule has battle-tested them, and they came into this game ready for the smoke because of that.
I like it. I'm not fretting the 5 games in 16 days at all. Like, our team is prepared to play. Win, lose, or draw, we're gonna play. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna give our best effort. That doesn't mean that we're gonna play perfectly, but we're gonna muck it up to where other teams can't play perfectly either. It's going to be a battle, and we look forward to the battle.
It's good. It's good for women's basketball, but I think it's good for us because it prepares for not only the SEC tournament, but it prepares for March Madness. Because in March Madness, you're going to have top matchups like that, so that's good for us.
This team has looked different since that UCLA lost. I'm telling y'all right now, they've been smacking straight heads. The Gamecocks picked up the win 67-50, shooting an impressive 50% from the field, holding Texas to 28.2% from the field, and this was the leading team in offensive efficiency. Like, this is a juggernaut offensively. Typically, they hold them to their season low, held them to 20% from the 3, 1 of 5 from 3, kept them off the free throw line, out-rebounded them by 1, threw out more assists, 11-7. 9 blocks was huge. They were blocking everything. Sanaya Fagan had like half of them. She played incredible. 5 steals. The only thing you definitely want to see improvement on is the 22 turnovers. They would have had a lot more points had they not had 22 turnovers. That part of it is definitely unacceptable. But they forced turnovers on Texas as well and converted those into transition points. The depth, the length, the intensity on defense from Malaysia Wiley and Raven Johnson, just pressuring Rory Harmon all game. Jordan Lee and these Texas guards, 94 feet, they were uncomfortable. Leading the way, of course, we mentioned Sanaya Fagan was big with 8 points, 3 assists, and 9 rebounds. Had some blocks as well. Love that we saw the mid-range game. Like, she knocked down a couple of jumpers to get the offense going early in the first quarter. She's absolutely a pro. She can help somebody's WNBA roster. With her size, her athletic ability, her ability to get up and down the floor and just get back on defense, block shots, be a physical presence defending the paint, grabbing rebounds, her timing, her versatility. The offense is really coming along. She's a pro. Gotta say it, man. Chloe Kitts and Tahina Powell led the way with scoring with 11 points apiece. Chloe Kitts, 3 assists and 6 rebounds as well. Powell had 1 assist and 4 rebounds. Breezy Hall, 7 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, and an immaculate job shutting down Madison Booker tonight. I mean, she was denying her from the catch. When she did catch it, she was in position, fighting over screens. I mean, hell of a defensive effort from Breezy Hall. That was masterclass. Raven Johnson, 10 points. She could have had 20 if she was hitting the mid-range jumpers. But 10 points, got to the bucket, ran the transition extremely well for this group, advanced the ball, stayed aggressive, made some big buckets when the shot clock was winding down to keep Texas at bay. And she was big on the boards. 10 rebounds for her, man. A lot of second chance opportunities were created from Raven Johnson, just straight out hustling Texas players to the basketball. Malaysia Fulwiley had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and Joyce Edwards 10 points, 2 rebounds. Malaysia Fulwiley defensive presence is just undeniable, man. The way she pressures the basketball it's next level, man. Her and Hannah Hidalgo are probably the two best perimeter defenders in the country, and Sonia Citron in there as well. When you just talk about quick hands, pesky ball defenders that just pick pockets and are off to the races with the basketball on the other end, getting that transition layup on the other side. She's continued to be aggressive. I think that she's picking her spots well. After the 5 turnovers last game kind of cut down, it was a lot of turnovers for the whole team though. They definitely as a group need to take care of the basketball better. Tessa Johnson, didn't need her to score a whole lot. Played some good defense, made some plays, but inside presence I think was major, man. Chloe Kitts, Sanaya Fagan, Adele Tack got some minutes, but Sanaya Fagan, Chloe Kitts, as well as Joyce Edwards, who was incredible. They set the tone down low. They set the tone. Joyce Edwards finishing through contact. She, at 6'3", and a freshman, not built like a freshman, but she loves contact. She is just finishing through all types of contact, getting and ones. She's so strong, so skilled, so poised as a freshman. She runs the floor really well, and I think those South Carolina guards did a great job with the entry passes, just really focusing on getting the ball inside. Now, these teams will match up, and I imagine Game 2 will look a lot different. I don't expect Madison Booker to shoot, 2 of 18 or whatever it was. It was bad. It was bad. The length, the anticipation of the South Carolina defense. Rory Harmon was getting roughed up out there, like looking at Texas. Rory Harmon had 9 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, the turnovers. Honestly, the only bright spot was Odekre for Texas. I think they should have got her more touches, to be honest, but she had 10 points and 16 rebounds. I think they definitely should have really played through her more. Shea Holly, not a factor in this game. Preston, 7 points, 1 rebound. She played tough. Jordan Lee, Carlton. Lee, not a factor in this game. Carlton had 8 points off the bench. Like, they got some production. They fought hard. They scrapped. But they never were allowed to establish a rhythm. South Carolina came out, punched them in the mouth, and suffocated the Longhorns. And if they're beating arguably their biggest competition, their biggest threat in the SEC by 20 plus, I don't know what's about to happen. Now, they do have a crazy stretch. Alabama, Oklahoma, LSU, Tennessee. Like, it's going to be a crazy stretch of ranked opponents for South Carolina. But Texas, it seems like, would be the toughest test other than LSU. And they just got Texas out of here. Smooth, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I mean, this was masterclass. Dominant performance. South Carolina was more physical, played with more urgency. They absolutely wanted this game more than Texas. Texas came out playing like they was in the Big 12 still, going up against Baylor. No offense. And, man, the SEC is a totally different juggernaut. This is a different beast this way. South Carolina is here for the smoke. And I think that strength of schedule, like we said, being battle-tested, playing all these ranked opponents, seeing a lot of different schemes, a lot of different sets thrown their way, a lot of different situations that they've been through. No team in the country is more battle-tested than South Carolina, and we see the benefits of playing a strong non-conference schedule heading into a gauntlet like the SEC. Big win for South Carolina, man, and we'll keep y'all posted on the latest. Y'all give me your biggest takeaways. Holler at me in the comments. Let me know. Talk to me there. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share for all the latest and the greatest with the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. And follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, we out.